Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Heroes and Brews with Nerdy Dudes. And today, we got a lot of stuff to cover. We're doing a contrast of the current and future state of the MCU, as well as talk about what the hell's going on the DC side of the universe on that end. But before we get into that, Marcus, what day is it, man?
You know what day of the week it is, guys? It's Beers of the Week, my friends. That's what day of the week it is. I'm going to get started with that, actually. Guys, the beer this week that I chose, it's called, I picked it because of the label at first and the type that it was, but the label got me. So this is called The Juice is Triple.
Damn.
And that's the juice in a white Bronco. It's a triple IPA.
What is that little guy? Who is?
That's O.J. Simpson. That's the juice.
Oh shit!
He's driving away.
There was a glare on his
He's running
face.
from the cops in that one.
Yep.
I could totally see OJ.
Yeah, it's got like that F is for family font almost.
I'm dead.
This is from LCB. They're called Local Craft Beer, and it's from Tehachapi, California. And this comes in at 10%.
Let's go.
Hey, now.
Crack this open.
I would have grabbed
This is
it
triple
too, man.
IPA.
Dude, that's
That kid-
hysterical, man.
That kid would have made me giggle too.
Dude, I would have instantly bought that if that was in my beer store.
Oh my goodness. That is absolutely delicious.
So wait, is the brewery called Local Craft Beer? Or
Yeah, it
did I
is.
miss that?
When I was looking at it at first, I was like, there's no way, man. Like local craft beer. I feel like there could be a lot of different local craft beers.
I
but,
know they were just like, fuck it. This is what we're just to the
Local
point.
craft beer.
This is
To
what
the
we
point, yeah.
are. I respect that.
But holy shit, this is really good. This is wow, this is almost on par with dare I say, the New World Ales Volume 7.
No.
Oh.
It doesn't take the top spot from them. They still got it. They still got a place in my heart, but this is actually very, very, very delicious. It goes down very smooth. It's got a hazy sort of flavor. It's not hazy, but it's got like a hazy sort of juicy flavor.
Yeah.
Dude, this is good. This is perfect for a hot day. This is when we get together and it's 90 something outside and we want to have a couple cold ones.
And you feel like committing a crime and just trying to get away with it or something?
That's what I thought. I said that, but I didn't say that, right?
I don't know. Shit, did I steal your joke? I'm sorry.
No. Actually, you helped make one.
We worked together on the joke.
Yeah, thanks, dude. But yeah, this is so good. The finish is nice and smooth, and there's no bitterness. There's no after there's no bite. This is really good. This is a scary one. This is another scary one. Good Lord,
awesome.
I'm not gonna be able to stop talking about halfway through one of these. So again, the juice is triple.
So the can's so awesome. That's so awesome. I love it.
Awesome.
Ty, do you want to go next?
Yeah, I'll go. You know, doing this beers of the week thing, it's been fun going from different styles, right? So I've done a Saison, I've done the sour New England style Deepa, I've done last week I did a porter, and I've done a few IPAs, but I was gonna do another IPA, but I want to keep flowing with some different beer types. I know I did a sour New England Deepa, but this I'm going with a generic sour. It's from Ubergeeks on Long Island. It's called Existential Meltdown is a Vibe. It's very tarty. Ooh. It's delicious, and it's got this red kind of camo looking can, and I love it. What kind of name is Existential Meltdown is a Vibe? I love it. And it's brewed with blackberries, raspberries, and vanilla. It's very tarty, and It's delicious. It's 8% ABV, which is awesome. These things are also very smooth, very delicious. If you're a big sour person, if you're on Long Island, I definitely recommend the Existential Meltdown is a Vibe.
What's the name of the brewery again? That is an awesome name.
Ubergeeks.
Ubergeeks. I love the name of the brewery.
And this is their, if you can see this, the test tube. That's their logo.
Nice.
It's pretty sweet.
That's
it's very
cool.
sleek. It's their whole design is very modern. It's got all the facts back there.
I love that.
Yeah, it's I want to go
reminds-
visit them. Their brewery opened recently. I was actually talking to this guy who works at this beer distributor. He does a lot of live streams with beers for his BD that he works for, and he's friends with the guy who owns Ubergeeks, and they have a ton of stuff that's apparently delicious. Like my mom, 2 Christmases ago, she went to that store and asked him what's like your favorite beer, and he pointed out this, and it's definitely one of my favorite beers, especially as sour. It's definitely one of my favorite sours.
Yeah,
I've gotten it multiple times. Every time I stop out Long Island, it's a go-to for me, and it's definitely a vibe.
That's pretty cool. I like
Can you-
I like the name, the can. It reminds me. I
imagine
don't know
going
why
to-
it reminds me of like a Periphery song or something.
Oh yeah.
Like
Just-
or it
just-
sounds like a progressive metal band,
Yeah.
like album or something.
It
and,
definitely
and it
does.
looks like a cover of like a progressive metal type band or something like that. Like Between the Buried and Me or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, the guitarist from Periphery, Misha, he names his songs all kinds of funny things. And
That's what I mean. Like as soon as you said that, I was like, that sounds like it sounds like a metal band, a prog metal band.
Can you
track.
imagine being like hammered and going up to the bar and you're like, "Excuse me, can I please get Existential Meltdown?" It is a vibe. Is a vibe.
Yeah, there's no way. That's how they know when you've had way too much.
Yeah, they're like,
"Get 'em
"Sir,
outta here."
you need to calm down."
But the funny thing
Yeah.
is, I think a lot of bars are getting used to these weird, wacky names. Because if you look at it, it's either they go with the wacky names or the wacky can designs. Not many, breweries go with the sleek, modern, just tell you what it is like Workhorse does.
Mhm.
And, it's funny because it's part of the fun for me in craft beer if it's got a funny name or, a very wacky can design or bottle design. So, like, I'm all
Sure.
for it.
Sure,
and
it
for
makes you
and for
stand
such
out.
a wacky name like this, the can's just like it's just very sleek,
cool
nothing too
can.
crazy. Yeah.
yeah,
I dig
that's
that.
awesome,
I
man.
dig that a lot.
Great choice.
So for my beer of the week, I decided to stay at Warwick Farm. I was gonna go home, and then I was like, you know what, gentlemen, can you grab me another? What else you guys got? And they're like, well, we have this like really delicious Pilsner here, and I was like, I love Pilsners. Can you pour me one? So they did, and that is my beer of the week. So I'm staying at Warwick Farm again because I
Wow.
love farm. I don't know if I'm gonna go
Yes.
home. I might just have a bed here. So Wander Pills is the name of my
Wow.
beer of the week,
I like
and
that.
it's shiny because of all the condensation. It kind of reminds me of the can of the Marauders map. All you Harry Potter people out there.
Yes, it
Um,
does.
You
But
don't even know what you're talking about over there. You Googled that before the show.
yeah, he thinks I'm not a Harry Potter fan. That's insane. Dude. I totally talked about Harry Potter multiple times on this cast. Anywho, Wander Pills. So for real though, so my go-to beer, which I probably said time and time again, and everybody's like, just Christ, shut up. Like we already know. Is I'm an IPA guy. I mean, it is what it is. West Coast. That's going to be my first choice. If I'm going to a brewery, if you got that, that's what I'm going to choose. My second choice typically will always be a lager or a pilsner. They are some of my favorite beer styles, and I feel like they're really overlooked a lot.
Oh yeah.
And this one is delicious. It's more of like a full body pilsner. Sometimes pilsners and lagers, there may not be anything really special about them, but in this case, I have to say this is one of the best pilsners, honestly, I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah, I know. I'm putting that out there. It is. It's 5.2%. And usually pilsners or lagers, I mean, they usually won't go above like 5.5. It's very rare that you would see that. They're usually more of like a sessionable kind of beer. They're usually easy drinking. I don't know. There's just something I appreciate about lagers and pilsners. It takes a lot of time to brew them. And that's why, a lot of breweries, you may not see them on the list because it does take a lot of time. And we live in a world now where the hazier, the juicier, the more tropical, the better, so to speak, which I don't know if I completely agree with that all the time. But this
It's
is
a
such
stylist. It's a choice. It's a choice.
It is. It's a choice. But this is such a classic beer style that has been around for centuries. I mean, these classic German Pilsner style beers or Czech style Pilsner beers. So they are always on the top of my list. I mean, if you have a lager or a Pilsner, I absolutely have to try it. But just because I just think they're such a great style of beer.
Totally.
So, and I love the can design. And these guys at Warwick Farm, I'm telling you, I like I said before, I've heard so much hype about them, and so far, there's another beer that I have that I'll probably be saving. So we might go to the farm again at some point. But they've lived up to all the hype, and I cannot wait for their. They actually went live on Instagram today, and I was like questioning the guy and stuff like that. And they're brewing a West Coast IPA, which I was like, but they know what they're doing, and it just like again, it lives up to the hype that I've heard about them. So yeah, if you're a fan of Pilsners, check this bad boy out. This is incredible. I absolutely love this.
You ordered that on the internet, right? Like you ordered from their website. I might have to do that, man, because I've wanted to try out Warwick Farm for a while too, and you know, for back-to-back beer of the weeks by Kev, Warwick Farms, maybe a third. I gotta get my hands on that.
I'm telling you, man. I don't know. I can't remember another time besides maybe like when Workhorse opened, and I was just so blown away by what they were doing and the product they were producing. And then when I tried Warwick, like it was just, I don't know, man. Like they're a contender, dude. Like I could really see these guys blowing up at some point. I don't want to get it too ahead of myself, but I'm thinking, you know, at some point, like a few years down the road, they might expand and, you know, reach like yards or Trogue victory kind of level. Wow. I'm telling you. Yeah, dude, they know what they're doing. They make some really, really good stuff. So, yeah. So
that's a very strong statement, my friend, because I know how you feel about yards.
I know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, yards is that's my place, man. That they are my beer, but these guys are a contender for sure to compete with like the top dogs. I honestly would say some of their stuff would compete with some of those bigger brewing companies out there. For sure.
Laying it down right here
on
the pod.
You're putting it down, man. That's great. Isn't that cool when you you know, you have a beer that you really love. You have a place that you love to go to get your beers from. You know that every single time they're just going to hit the mark, and you know, you go to them for that reason, right? And then one day you find a new beer and, you know, you take a sip, you're like, oh, wait a minute, hold on. Let me take another sip. Hold on. You drink another sip, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, like this is coming up for me. Like, isn't it exciting to find a new place where, you know, you don't have to go to the same place over and over again. Like there's somebody else.
I love it, dude. And I love that they're only like 15 minutes away from my apartment. And
that helps a lot. You can crawl back to your apartment after you're done drinking.
So I could. I mean, it's a 15-minute drive. The crawl might be about an hour. I'm not sure, depending on if I pass out or not during the crawl.
Yeah, you have to make it out of the parking lot first.
Yeah, that's another solid point. But yeah, dude, I'm telling you, I really like. I am enjoying these guys so much that I mean, Ty, I could definitely get you stuff, but Marcus, I wish I could send you some of their stuff, man. Because I really enjoy what these guys are doing. I know I'm sounding like crazy excited right now, but that's just because I'm super pumped on these guys. I really am. Yeah, I'm jumping on the bandwagon.
He's jumping on. And fact check that. In like a year or two, Warwick Farms, or like maybe 5 years, Warwick Farms isn't at Trogues or victory level. Kev was wrong, but if he's right, he was said here first.
I'll shove my foot in my mouth. But I'm telling you, look out for these guys.
Warwick Farms sounds like you guys have a really big fan over here in Kev.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I just got a scintillating review of that beer, which I'm really jealous that I can't try.